YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. I'm just here with my girl Florida. I got her a new Blue Jay gear. She's a Blue Jay fan. My girl, my best friend. Anyways, kind of want to throw something out there. Got an email today from a guy living in California. He asked to be anonymous. He didn't mention his name anyway. And he's working as a he's an engineer, technology engineer. Worked for Microsoft for, I think, 9 years, and in 7 years he's been working for some software development tech company somewhere in California. He didn't specifically say where. He's got a great income, and he's been watching me for a couple of years now. And what he told me was scary. He has in and around 46 to almost 50,000 in unsecured debt that he's accumulated. And here's the part that's scary. There's nothing scary about that. He hasn't told his wife. He doesn't know how to tell his wife. And you gotta really come to grips with the situation. Like, you really have to kind of hold it and look at the situation really well. He seems like one of them guys in the email, the way he wrote it out, that he cares for his wife and wants the best for her and his family and stuff. And he's my age. He's 40. He's 41 actually. He's a year over me. And he's having a really tough time coming around to tell her that he racked up almost 50K in debt. The thing is, he started racking up the debt after he got a second mortgage. So he got a second mortgage, and he said he bought a car, an SUV, and he kind of wishes he just kept the car that he owned free and clear. Like I keep preaching, the less things you have to pay, the more disposable income you have to spend, and the more better lifestyle you could afford to give yourself. But so now he only put 50% down the SUV. He used other money in the line of credit to pick up other stuff, junk. I think it was a hot tub, he said. But now he's racked up unsecured debt, and it's scary because he has to tell his wife or explain to his wife what he did. And he said it was for things like food, gas, insurances. Like home insurance comes up, so he has to pay up for the year, pays off the year one time type of thing. Car insurance comes up, pay it off for the year. This, that, unexpected repair. Oh, let's do an extension on the kitchen, blah, 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 right? That stuff adds up. So you really need to look at this situation. He overspent, over-leveraged, and now he's saying that he's forced to go twice to those payday loan thingies. And that's scary. That's scary too. When someone has to resort to 28 or 30% interest, that's a lot of juice, It's a lot of vig. So when you're looking at numbers like that and you're starting to blueprint this guy's life, you start blueprinting this guy's financial life. He's not sitting well right now. His wife doesn't know half the story. And, I told him if he sold everything, or emailed him back and asked him, if you sold everything, can you cover your nut? Can you cover everything? He's like, he's still going to be down around 70K total. Because he said his house went down in value about 14%. He was looking at comparables, like I'm saying in my show. Look at comparables in your area. Look at what they're paying for, or what people are willing to pay for them. Not what, sorry, I'm just closing this door here. Not what the real estate agent says it's worth, but what the comparables are selling at in his area. And he took a look at that, and he was in shock, because he always thought he was okay. He always thought he was in a good position until he said it was last 2 weeks ago, trends in the housing market, where he actually did some research and started realizing that he wasn't as good as he thought he was. So I'm not liking what a lot of people have done. Like, it's not that I'm not liking. It's just I don't understand how people aren't aware, you know, of not going into debt, especially unsecured debt, right? And second mortgages, not having that extra stuff to pay, and passing on the kitchen extension, passing on the SUV, passing on the physical material crap. I strongly believe that disposable income you'll have will give you more money to buy the stuff you want, because you aren't paying juice on it. You're not paying interest. Because now, he says he's got like 5-6 credit cards. With that blended rate, okay, he's got a blended rate he's paying. He's got the second mortgage on his place. And then if you take that blended rate he's paying, it's probably like, with his first mortgage and everything, he's probably like paying like 17% on the total amount. When you average out his blended rate, it's really high. So he did a TDS calculator, like I've been saying on my show. He started figuring things out, and he started realizing that, you know, he's good at engineering and doing software and stuff for computers and developing and stuff. He just needed to take a 3-hour or a 2-hour crash course on how to manage his money, which he didn't. Or give him a 2 to 3 hour crash course. And it goes back to the video I made before, way before, about who do you trust? You can't trust a car salesman. You can't trust a real estate agent. You can't trust. So who the hell do you trust anymore? These people are getting paid to help you find a better or a home. These people are getting paid to, you know, it's like your barber. You go to your barber and say, here's $40 for a haircut, $20, whatever it costs. I need a haircut. You're trusting that barber to cut your hair. And it's getting to a point where everyone just gave in to the real estate agents, gave in to the mortgage brokers, gave in to the banks without doing their own proper research. You know, I walk into a barber shop. If I had hair, I'd look around at some of the haircuts he's done in photos, or watch the people walking out and make sure their hair ain't crooked. You know, but if some people do that for their hair, why aren't they doing that for their mortgages? Why aren't they doing that to figuring out if they could realistically afford something? Why aren't they doing it to figure out whether or not they really need a second mortgage? Or figure out if they really need that SUV? Is it going to make them any better? And I don't think so. If anything, it's going to make them work harder, because they got interest to pay. Interest is the hidden slavery behind debt. You know, it's invisible handcuffs. And like I said, hand to God, every day, I'm just so grateful that I don't have a single debt to pay. Mind you, I got a Home Depot card because I ordered a pile of windows for my house, but I have to pay it at the end of the month in full, so I could get the full 15% off, which I will do. The bill hasn't arrived. The second that bill arrives, I'm driving up to the Home Depot and paying it there at their customer service. I went to see them today, by the way, to order in some garage doors for the house, because the garage doors I have are garbage. Anyways, I'm not going off topic here, but I just wanted to let you guys know, who here is in debt and hasn't told their significant other? Who here is in debt and is worried that they will be divorced or left if their significant other finds out, whether it's your husband or your wife, whatever situation you're in? I'd like to know, because apparently this is not an uncommon thing. This is, you know, my wife knows if I'm gonna spend money on something. Majority of the time I don't tell her, but if it's something that I think she should know, I would tell her. But usually, if I do spend money on something, it's usually I'm spending my money, right? I'm spending money that I have to spend. not money I'm borrowing, right? If I'm borrowing money to do something, I definitely will let my wife know about it. It's not going to be a secret. But like I said, it's like you want disposable income. You want to be able to go out on weekends. Pay off your debts. Don't take out debts. And if you're young and you're watching this, don't take out debt. Don't even take out student loans. If you can't afford to go to school, you will eventually. Even if you're in your late 20s or late 30s, you could go to school when the time is right. Believe me. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And for that guy out there, stateside, stay away from those Payday, Dollar Tree loans, whatever those things are. Be careful with those, because once you start getting into those 30-40% more interest, you're going to get into a whole heap of more financial trouble. People, you need to blueprint your finances, blueprint what you're paying out, and then find out how much on average you're spending per month. Maybe even break it down per day. Find out what it costs you to live per day. You'd be astonished of how most people don't make enough to cover their nut, and they need to live off credit to eat. Anyways, thanks for the email, guys. Emails. Keep sending me emails if you want. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me that you guys are really looking, telling me what's going on. And if you, like I said, I could keep you undercover, under wraps. No one needs to know who you are. But for my solution to you, you're going to have to tell her. You're just going to have to. You have to come up and say, you know what? I did this for us. Or make up a story like, I should have been more manageable with our funds, and I wasn't. You only live one life, people. Make it a good life, Don't enslave yourself. Anyways, comment below. Is my wife talking? Hi, Rose.
Yeah, you left the chicken here.
Yeah, do you want some?
Yeah, but you don't want to fry the chicken.
Okay, I love you.